Hey all you people, what is going on? This is my debut video into the incredibly oversaturated car video world. I doubt I'll survive very long, but I'd love to bring you some good content. So thanks for supporting me. The first car I will be meticulously feeling up is my very own 2007 Toyota 4Runner. It is the Sport Edition with the 4-liter V6 engine, also found in the Tacoma. I've had this car for 3 years now. I bought it my senior year of college when it had 106,000 miles on it, and right now I'm cresting 186,000 miles. Back in 2004, my mom had bought a 4Runner new. It was an SR5 with a 4.7. And my uncle also had a 3rd gen, so when I bought this, I had a pretty good idea of what I wanted, and I really wanted to try out the 4-liter because I'd heard really good things about the engine. When I bought this car, I was going through this sort of like outdoorsy phase, you know, where I wanted to go like hiking all the time, be this super cool guy with a thick, full beard. I really wanted to like mod the crap out of this car, you know, and turn it into like some sort of overlanding vehicle that I was somehow gonna drive into like deserts or whatever. But then I realized I had absolutely zero money to do any of this. And I still have absolutely zero money. After I got it, I did some mild off-roading, you know. I did some really easy trails in the Catskills. I got my beach pass and was at the beach pretty much every weekend during the summer. If I'd known I wasn't gonna modify it, I probably would have looked for something without the X-ray suspension. Honestly though, it's very hard to not get caught up in Toyota's reputation for incredible reliability, especially when it comes to their SUVs and trucks. You know, there's been about 2.5 bajillion videos about how durable and reliable they can actually be.
That'll protect his body.
To run in third world countries on shit gas? I don't think there's a better truck, period.
Oh my God.
Is this true? I mean, one of the most dependably proven trucks on the planet is the Toyota Tacoma. And the 4Runner is its adorable but hardy little twin brother. I like to think of them like as really close siblings. They go on hikes and talk about girls and crap, but their parents have like marriage issues, and so it brings them even closer into this special sort of sibling bond. So like any car, the harder you drive it, the more you drive it, the more it's gonna take a toll on the vehicle itself. I drive the hot piss out of this thing. On road, I drive it like my Mustang, which is probably pretty reckless, and yet it's still going strong. May there actually be something to this bulletproof reliability thing? I'm not a mechanic, but I learn more and more every single day. Here are some things that I've replaced on the 3.5 Runner. Control arm bushings, both CV axles, the exhaust from the catalytic converter back, twice, all components of the e-brake assembly, fog lamps because they were leaking, the seals broke, transmission seals and linkage components. It started leaking really badly and overheating and almost led to me having to get new training. The alternator, which is recent, off-roading at its finest, and the ignition coils. Oh, and on top of that, ever since I bought it, I've been having this issue where the caliper seize in the rear. This isn't necessarily a lot of repairs for a vehicle 11 years old with almost 200,000 miles on it, especially when you compare it side by side with vehicles like the Touareg, Blazer, Explorer, Pathfinder, Range Rover, Grand Cherokee, and even some Wranglers. But it's definitely not a miraculous case of the classic LX470, which may very well be one of the most reliable SUVs on the planet. These cars, they hold their value, they really do. The 4th gens like this are starting to come down now. And for someone just going into college, you know, getting out of college who wants to pretend to be some outdoorsman with a luscious, thick beard, this is probably a really good vehicle for you. Parts aren't that expensive, and it's not a terribly difficult car to work on yourself either. Unless you have a bunch of surface rust like I do from driving on the beach. Tip, if you drive on the beach, get some sort of anti-rust coating on your frame. It is so worth it. I'm still kicking myself. The 4Runner has been through quite a bit, especially since I use it as a beach rig. And even though it's nearly at 200,000 miles, I'd still like to modify it. I think it's worth it, because I know there's plenty of life left in the vehicle. Alrighty, on that note, thank you for sticking with me. Subscribe if you want to see more about my 3.5 Runner and potential mods I'll do to it in the future. Thanks for tuning in.